So anyway, today I'm going to show you how to make surf and turf. This is the copycat recipe for Applebee's sirloin with blackened shrimp with the sauce. Broccoli was already steamed and microwave, instant mashed potatoes, but I show you how to make the steak and sauce and then shrimp itself. So if I can make it, you can make it. So let's get this video started. So anyway, trying to make my own surf and turf. I got some tenderloins here. Got shrimp in the refrigerator. I already thawed it out, and I'm gonna season that up and season this up. So since restaurants is too far away, and then plus the price of it, it was 3 steaks, $11. Not too bad. They're not really super thick, but they'll get the job done. I could probably eat 2 of the small steaks and save 1 for later. So let's get this started. All right, this is what I do to my steak. Not really a thick steak or anything. It's pretty thin, but you get a good sear on it. They can't be like wet. So I'm gonna do this both sides. The steak won't take long to cook either. Pat it dry, and then I'm gonna salt and pepper it. Use some pink Himalayan salt. Hands are washed. Let that sit there. Use that to flip it over. I just oxidized where the sticker was. No big deal, it's still edible. Then fresh cracked pepper. Move this over. Alright, and I'm gonna let the steak warm up and let it sit in the paper towel here, and I'll squish it down, get the seasonings in both sides. But yeah, you want the moisture out of the steak. You know, you're not gonna make the steak dry by doing that. It's still gonna be a juicy, tender steak. Make sure that the steak's not wet because it won't saute in the pan right. And then the rest of these steaks, I'll have to put them in the freezer, but I'll do that later. Alright, that's it for the steak. Alright, here's my thawed out shrimp that I'm using. These is 2630. A decent size, extra large shrimp. They're already deveined and still has a tail on it, but I don't really have any blackening seasoning, but I'm just going to put some Old Bay on here so these can good flavor. Hard to show the camera. I always treat shrimp and other like seafood besides fish like chicken. You know, you gotta wash your hands and keep it cold. You can't let this sit out while you're cooking the steak. So that's why I'm marinating the shrimp. And I'll put this back in the refrigerator. And I'm going to wash my hands after I'm done doing all this too. Make sure you don't get sick from eating raw shrimp. That's the camera. Alright. Got my stainless steel pan. That's already been heated up. I'm going to turn it back up again. Well, the best way to know the pan is ready too, if you put a little bit of water in, if it just bubbles, it's not good. It's not ready. And then, I don't know, it's probably not ready anyway. Oh, it was hot. Let's see. Yeah, it's getting there. So what you want is your water to bead up and move around freely. It's warm enough. And take a good oil, high heat oil, just a little bit. Here, this is what I'm using. A little water water in the pan. Move the oil around a little bit. And we'll sear it on both sides and cook it the way you like it. Cooking mine to like medium. Since it's a thin steak, it won't take that long. A couple minutes on each side for me. And everybody else, if you want it well done, just cook it all the way done. And check the temperature of the steak and all the other stuff. I'll be back to show you what that looks like when it's done. You should have a nice crust on it. Alright, steak's been cooking for a little bit. And to prove that it's not stuck to the pan, it moves around. Everybody's always afraid to like aluminum pan, or not aluminum pan, it's a stainless steel pan. But the caramelization on it. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Good seared steak. So I'll be back to show you the shrimp, and then I gotta make the it's kind of like an Alfredo sauce in a way. I don't know if I'll use this pan. I'll have to clean it in between, but I'll figure that out. I did clean my pan real quick. So once again, olive oil, or high temp oil anyway, so you can saute. We can use a little bit of butter, but it'll burn because the pan gets too hot. See, it's already smoking. Turn that down. Move the oil around. And this is probably going to splatter. Shrimp don't take long to cook anyway. But oh, they're already curled up. I can't really show you. Nothing sticks. It's good. Need a spatula. Shrimp are done. They don't take long at all. I know the tails are still on the shrimp, but not a big deal for me. Surf and turf so far. Then I make the sauce to go on top of it. And I gotta clean this pan, so I'll be back, make the sauce. Alright, clean my pan. It's not hot. I'm not gonna touch it because it's in the burner, but I'm going to need some whipping cream or heavy cream. Whipping cream, doesn't matter, your choice. I'm using some good butter. It's like European style, like 83%. I think this one is. I can't remember. It was like the sea salt. So you need butter, cream. I just bought a block of Parmesan cheese for another video, but I'm going to use a little bit of the shredded. I don't need much cheese anyway. And you're going to need a whisk. And the best part, stainless steel pan, is I can actually use a wire whisk. Okay. Wire whisk. Alright, found it. Got to put it away somewhere. I don't know. That's a little bit more than a tablespoon of butter. But I'll warm this up. I turn that off because that's super hot. I don't want to brown the butter. I just want to melt the butter. Some cream in here. Let that warm up. You don't want to boil it. Doing it anyway. And don't forget your sawdust. Write these down. And I'm going to cook the sauce down until it's nice and thick and creamy. That's what she said. So it's watery now, but I'll show you when it should thicken up some. And it should coat the back of a spoon too. I'll show you that. All right, sauce is thick. You can see it's not moving around. It's not watery. It's, I can move the pan and it stays still. I'm just going to put like a little bit of lemon pepper. Just like a little dash to make it lemon. I have a little pepper. Parsley. For color, mostly. And then you should be able to scoop that up and put it on your steak. But I'm going to mix this up and show you it's nice and thick and creamy. And there's your sauce. It's a butter sauce after all. Start recording. I got steamed broccoli in the microwave, and I'm going to make just garlic mashed potatoes for the sides. So if your sauce is too thick too, you can always add a little bit more cream or a little bit of water, which I'll probably add a little bit of water. I was hoping the butter would like water it down a little bit, but that's good sauce. All right, my steak. Enough sauce for like 2 steaks here, but it's probably good enough. All right, let's cut into the steak and see if it's actually cooked the way I like it. That way I get a piece for the video. Oh yeah, that's like perfect for me. It's a good medium well, the way I like it. So let's get this taste tested. I just want to show you the inside of the steak. I cooked it perfectly for me. You can cook it longer if you want it well done, but alright, my potatoes are still nice and hot. But I guess I know we'll get into steak right away, I guess. That's like the main thing. I guess you can try the broccoli. Nice and steamed. Just a little bit of salt and butter on the broccoli. I didn't put a whole lot. I didn't saute it or anything. Mashed potatoes. I didn't make no gravy for it. Applebee's don't come with gravy with the mashed potatoes anyway. I guess you can ask for it, but probably too hot to eat. This is instant mashed potatoes with garlic powder added to it to make it garlic. So, nice and creamy mashed potatoes. All right, let's get into the steak. It's actually tender and juicy, like it's supposed to be. Hey, you can take the shrimp off the tail and all that, but the proper way to eat a shrimp is grab it by the tail and then pinch to the very bottom and eat at the same time. So this is not the sauce. I'll just try it out. Wow. A little spiciness to it. It's pretty good. Oh, try to get one with the sauce on it. A little bit of sauce. That's good. I have to cut another slice so I get shrimp and all together and give it a try. I got some sauce from the pan. Like I got extra sauce just in case I need it. Shrimp sauce. So let's give it a try. See if it actually reminds me of the real thing. Cheers. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching and peace out. I don't rate my food because to me it's fantastic, and then someone else would have to give it a rating. So I like everything on the plate, so I would give it a solid 5 out of 5 with 2 thumbs up anyway because I made it.